Their last great comeback was Ready to Be. Ever since then, it's been a dip. I know that to someone out there, those are fighting words. I think their comebacks are always successful. I thought Strategy did very well, especially overseas. They're 10 years old and still going strong. I think that's telling for their popularity and continued relevancy. With Lily's natural musical talent finding what sounds good or not, she could be a really good song maker. Definitely agree. We know she has a notebook of lyrics and songs that she's thought up. Hopefully, one day JYP lets her release them like Yoonjin does for Sserafim. I'd really like to see that. Talented, but JYP sometimes gives bad songs to promote. I know their mixed pop isn't everyone's cup of tea, but as a big answer, the only bad song I thought shouldn't have been the titled song was Party O'Clock. However, I still enjoyed the song. Haewon has more vocal potential than Lily. I don't know how to respond to that because I'm not a vocal teacher. I think as a listener, I've really enjoyed Haewon being able to show more of what she can do vocally in the past album, High Horse especially. So in that regard, that she's showing us new things, maybe? But I think Lily has the ability to do it all also. Honestly, every single member is amazingly talented and can do vocal laps around a lot of people. I don't know who has the most potential or least potential, but I know I really enjoy listening to both Haewon and Lily when they're singing in their element. Jiwoo and Bae neglected members, find good composers, lyricists and recording managers for NMIXX, ITZY and TWICE. I actually don't see what you're talking about with Bae and Jiwoo. I think they both hold their own strongly and definitely. Jiwoo is the dancing machine along with Kyujin, and Bae has made her position as a vocalist very clear, especially her whistle note in beat. I also see a lot of people with Bae as their bias for her humor and personality. So I think every member of NMIXX gets attention. As for composers and lyricists and managers, I really enjoy NMIXX's songs. Their lyrics are some of my favorites because they're so inspiring and full of perseverance. Especially their slower songs like Cool, High Horse, and Love is Lonely have such beautiful messages. Again, mixed pop isn't for everyone, but I think their composers are really intuitive and creative. I think they make songs well. ITZY went from a girl crush to a kindergarten crush with sneakers. You guys won't let this go. I fear this will haunt them for the rest of their careers, lol. I do agree, the checkmate concept with sneakers didn't exactly make sense. However, I thought sneakers was really good. I guess I have kindergarten taste. I do. As a ITZY, feel bad for the girls because they bore the brunt of the public on this one. Honestly, I think it might be a sensitive topic for them. But again, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I've seen ITZY here in NYC 3 times. I think Chaeyoung is the most beautiful of them all. I think Yuna is the one that would do best as a soloist. I wish the group didn't basically debut as a dance line, because Leah's struggles are well chronicled. However, she's just as talented, just in different ways. Ryujin, we all know. Chaeyoung is so beyond stunning. I love her so much. Honestly, I can see all of ITZY why being successful soloists. To make it clear, Leah isn't a bad dancer at all. She keeps up very well. I just think the other girls have a stronger foundation. But I never saw a weak link in ITZY when it came to dancing. They're always in sync and completely fluid. They all hold their own. Lee is probably the most important member of ITZY. She may not be as well developed as a dancer compared to her other members, but I feel like that works in her favor. It gives a bit more relatability, and it makes wanting to learn ITZY less daunting when you follow her steps. Also, her voice is beautiful. Lee getting the respect she deserves. Gosh, I adore her. I can see that. ITZY dances are hard, even in pop standards, so being able to relate to one of them in terms of ability, and then being able to kill it must be inspiring. Leah's voice is incredible. I could honestly listen to her sing all day long. Especially when she uses techniques from her pretty but real voice in her covers. She is absolutely not one to sleep on. I know Yeji and Yuna get all the attention, but I actually think Leah is the prettiest. Chaeyoung also ranks higher than them. Also, why do people get offended that Ryujin is a tomboy? Tomboys are super attractive. Beauty is subjective, so nobody get offended. Haha, I love all of ITZY's visuals. Each one of them are so stunning and different from each other. As far as the tomboy thing, I don't like that we label idols in a box. What if she doesn't want to be the tomboy like i-dle do, but her company put her there? I don't know, I just find it a little strange. Pretty is pretty, a face is a face. I don't know why we need to obsess over tomboy. When ITZY was a rookie, I used to think that Leah was the visual. No hate, all members are attractive girls. About Ryujin, yeah, you're right, she has the tomboy vibe. Again, obviously, beauty is subjective. Any one of them can be the visual in my opinion. My unpopular opinion, Minami should marry me. Considering she's only 18 years old, I'd say you'd better not. LOL. My bi is Supergirl Woni, Amazing May, Beautiful Minami, Cool Eve, and Sweet Macnazina. I believe in you and wish for your best success. I have listened to a lot of groups, and you are one of my top favorite groups thus far. From all the amazing songs, awesome YouTube lives, everything you girls do looks so happy, exciting, and fun. I hope you continue to do these things. Hope your star shines brighter with time and that you become so popular you eventually do a world tour. Not really an opinion of mine, just a statement. I agree with them being a great group. All I receive from their aura is full shock, awe, and gratitude that this is their life now. They're so humble and so excited and it radiates. They're real. Not to mention all of their songs are right up my alley. I hope they grow more and more successful too. They feel they're overly talented. I mean, they're good at what they do, but the overconfidence they have shows. They should stop pretending to be the best and sit on cloud 9 feeling they're unique. Just focus on development and not cry everywhere by naming it struggles. They're honestly just another group in KPop. That's all. I never got those vibes from this group. Ever. Actually, if you watch the documentary, you'll see they actually struggle a lot with confidence, which must be especially hard given the fact that the majority of their group's songs are about being fearless. They're still human. We should keep that in mind more often when discussing idols as a whole. Also, not cry everywhere. When you're emotional, you're emotional. Documentaries keep cameras in your face, no matter what topic you're discussing, so of course, you'll see them cry at some point. Idol life is not easy. I can appreciate you're not one for emotions, but the very least you can do is not tell someone else how to feel. Bring back Idol Sujin. Don't, I want it. I think every Neverland thinks this way. Behind the scenes there's contracts and solo projects and timing isn't always right, but I do believe they'll always root for one another. I wish more than anything for a reunion in the future. That's really all I could ever ask for. OT6 forever. They're not ready to go to Coachella. Maybe Soyeon and Yuki are, but I feel like the other girls would not give us anything, especially Shuhua, and they would probably do the same to them as to Sserafim. Are they planning to go to Coachella? I think we need to remember their recent Mama performance and 2023's Mama performance and Mama to Ota 2 and every other performance they've ever done, Mama or otherwise. They're incredible in performance, vocals, everything. Whatever stage they're on, they'll bring the house down. Also, I will not stand for this member bashing, especially Shuhua. My girl would kill the big stage. Lisa and Jennie made BlackPink, Jisoo, who should be more of an actress, and Rose just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's incredibly insulting to say about any idol considering the amount of work it takes to pass every monthly evaluation until debut. There's no denying that all 4 of them worked hard and earned their spot in BlackPink. The group wouldn't have been the same without any one of them. They all, literally, made BlackPink. Everglow should be way more popular. Alright kiddies, let me tell you the tale of my obsession with Dun Dun. LOL for real though, I 200% agree. Slay, Zombie, do I need to repeat Dun Dun? They're incredible, listen to Everglow. i-dle are innocent and their concept suits them perfectly. They are the real victims in this whole drama. Unless otherwise specified, I'm pretty sure none of the idols are guilty of drama. I think the whole hype drama with all three groups is entirely a company issue and not an idol issue. And I agree, their concept is so perfect for them. Mamamoo is a horrible group name, like, it gives of mother cow. Honestly, when I think of their name in my head, I sing Bohemian Rhapsody, Mamamoo, like, Mama Moo. But that's just me. That they are the best girl group ever. For those who don't know, Billl is one of my top 3 ULT groups. Words can't describe LOL, I adore them so much. I'm so happy that I found them and now get the joy of repeating their music to make my day better. I would love to see them in concert, so I hope they are one day able to go on a world tour. I'll be front row screaming all the lyrics. Controversial, sure, the craziness of parasocial tendencies that poor Karina suffered when she was in a relationship with Lee Jae-wook. Karina had to issue a handwritten apology to angry fans after they accused her of betraying them. They also threatened to stop attending her concerts. According to CNN, some fans were so outraged that they sent a truck with an electronic billboard to the headquarters of Karina's agency. I know it's nothing new and won't end anytime soon, but I was genuinely happy for them. Shame. Y'all, the weird parasocial relationship some fans have with their favorite idols is so bizarre and sometimes criminal. I hate the idea of keeping an idol single so they seem potentially available for fans. That's weird, not to mention fueling delusional immature brains. Here's a thought instead. When your favorite idol is happy, let's let them be happy. Groundbreaking, I know. But that would require a lot of people to develop some introspection, and that's just not as easy as abusing an idol, is it? K-popers exaggerated Karina's dating controversy. I never saw her criticized for not being a lesbian. I always saw her criticized for betraying her fans. What? Æspa doesn't have the best vocal in 4th gen, it's NMIXX. But ITZY are one of the most annoying fandoms, so they don't like it when people bad talk the group even if it's true. I wish people could just realize that they are wrong sometimes and it's okay to be wrong. Well, yikes on bikes, LOL. I'm not getting between fan wars because I'd rather just enjoy music. But who's better at singing? Isn't that a subjective thing? Technique, I guess, isn't, but no idol would have debuted without being able to hold a note. That's just a fact. ITZY are one of the most annoying people I know. They act like Æspa are the best at vocals when they're not the best, and they almost always lip sync. ITZY also insult other idols of plastic when we all know Æspa did too. Also, Æspa old songs are extremely cringy, but their songs now are enjoyable now. I had no idea there was such a divide with ITZY and other fandoms, LOL. Why? First, it's important to note, most groups lip sync. It's not a bad thing, it's a quality of performance thing. So there's that complaint out of the way. Second, why are fans so offended by other groups' success? You know most of them are friends, right? I don't think they'd appreciate fans bashing their friend in the name of love. I don't know that ITZY are really that awful because I haven't seen it. Then again, I'm not online. Either way, it's all distracting from the reason these idols are idols in the first place, music. Can't we just listen and leave each other alone? When you just take it at face value music, everything else is seriously irrelevant, no. The best gen was to 011 to 016. Valid opinion, BTS, BlackPink, Twice, EXO, Red Velvet, 17. Third gen definitely has something special. But I think every generation has its own magic to it that solidifies the generational sound. But third gen, bops. The prettiest, best visual is IU, second is Bae Suzy. Again, subjective, but totally fair. Visuals being one of the most important parts of the industry, any one idol can stand on their own visually.